Xavier D. Johnson is back, and you're probably wondering, where have you been? Well, I've been busy. But first, I want to say thank you. Thank you to all my subscribers. Thank you to all my viewers. Thank you to all my commenters and my fans, the people that watch me on How They Got Hacked. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am overly appreciative. The first month, we got over 500 subscribers. That is huge. I never would have even thought that you guys would want to see this much content from a guy like me. But since you do, I have more for you. You're probably wondering, again, where have I been? Well, I have been really, really busy. I've been studying, been making some life choices, been putting business before pleasure. And, sometimes creating content is just a guilty pleasure of mine. I like creating content. But sometimes you got to actually go out and do some work, get some work done. And that's what I've been doing. Also, studying, self-betterment. I'm a big, person that's preaching, hey, evangelist, so to speak, of teach yourself stuff. Go out and challenge yourself. Go out and, set goals and accomplish them. So one of the goals that I had is to, get my OSCP certification. So right now I'm inside of the PWK labs, which is penetration testing with Kali Linux. It's offered by Offensive Security, the people that actually make Kali Linux. So this is a professional level certification. You probably heard of it before if you're in the industry. If you're not, go check it out. It's pretty fun. Going to the lab, you actually get hands-on experience. The exam is hands-on. So I think that that's something that really differentiates it from other certifications in the market. But I think that it's something that if you are interested in penetration testing, it's something that you should put on your list of things to check off. So that's something that I got on my list of things to check off. Personal goals. Really doesn't have to do anything with much of anything other than what I want to do. But that's basically been consuming a lot of my time. Also, I have enterprise offensive security. We've been ramping up, got a couple of new customers, extremely interesting work that I've been working on, and even more interesting work in the pipeline. That takes a bit of bandwidth. Starting a business is no joke. Tom Lawrence made it look easy. And now I see more content coming out about what it means to run said business. But I'm enjoying myself, having a great time. Also, not aligned with past employers that I was at a certain point. Decided to move forward and forge my own path and continue to go down a different route and a much more acceptable with regard to security, offensive security, right? Enterprise offensive security, for lack of better term. So the goal is to focus on enterprise offensive security and go to different customers and be able to find the holes that they have, help them remediate, also deliver reports to them. You guys have probably seen some of this content that I've delivered before. So I'm going to be delivering more of that kind of content, as well as continuing to have those types of engagements with my customers and taking that to the next level. One thing you guys probably notice is I have something behind me now. Look at that. Remember the computer that was on the ground back there? Yeah. Not on the ground anymore, up in the rack. I also have another computer in the rack. I have a rack mounted case that's going in. And the rack is starting to fill up. My next big thing is a storage array. So I got to have a NAS for the house. One thing that I've been playing with is sync thing, thanks to Tom Lawrence. So yes, the computer is in the rack now. It's awesome. I like it. I like the way it looks. I like the way it feels. I like the fact that it's off the floor. The glow off of the floor looks a little bit more cooler now that the light isn't being diffused or blocked. So that is awesome. Speaking of Tom Lawrence, because I've dropped him a couple of times, me and him have a lab that we've been working on site in his office. And that thing is a monster. It's running on a Dell server. It's XCPNG, of course, because you already know how Tom feels about it. And we got Kali Linux, we got Parrot. We're going to have a couple of other things on the network that are more set up for us to go and attack. Maybe OSCP like, maybe Vuln hubs. We'll see. Staying really, really, aware of a need. There are people out there that want to be able to see certain type of content. And you can't just give away copyrighted content. I can't just screen record what I'm doing in the OSCP and give that to you. So what I have to do is find something that's more higher level and say not so specific to the exact things that are in that lab, but still get the same point across. And also, doing content that mirrors that, like content from TJ Null. He has a great OSCP list that you should go and try every VM, every vulnerable machine that he has for you to be able to go and penetrate before trying to go do your OSCP. That's a huge tip for you if you want to go about that and actually go and be, doing your OSCP at some point. But nevertheless, that is something that's super big. That's a huge lift. Thank you, Tom. I really appreciate you for that. That's led to him actually going into his environment and tuning a few things that he noticed, knowing that hackers will be on the premise. And also, all of my lead friends, yes, the most lead of all the lead friends, shall be invited. And if you want to invite, show me something. Speaking of showing something, and speaking of goals, another huge goal of mine this year was to get on a stage and speak to people. This year, I figured that probably wouldn't happen. We're getting to the end, but we still have B-Sides Detroit, which usually happens in the summer, but this year is happening in the fall. And so I submitted a talk for B-Sides, which is fileless malware for purple teamers, where I will show attack and defensive methods with fileless malware. And my talk got picked up. I'm so excited. I gotta figure out how to put a little sound graphic in there, a little sound effects, because oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm gonna be talking at B-Sides in my hometown. This is huge for me. So of course I'm gonna be spending a lot of time tailoring my entire speech, making sure that the content is as crisp and as clean as possible, hoping that it is recorded so that I can post it on the channel for you guys. So that is happening. I believe that's November 15th, 2019 in Detroit, Michigan. Go get your passes, your tickets, go look into it, go check it out. Something I'm super, super enthused about right now. And with that, I think that is the last of all the new things that I got going on outside of some travel. I'm going to be spending some time in DC, new customers. I'm going to be spending some time in Atlanta just for leisure. I want to go see what it's like. I have some friends down there, so I got to see what the whole hype about Atlanta is. And so another thing I want to touch on was, if you decide to come out to DC 313, what exactly you should expect from your DC 313 experience, or better yet, from your DEF CON group experience. I know different DEF CON groups have different things going on, but at a high level, I want to tell you exactly what you should expect to get out of it. You should expect to meet people that are both willing and unwilling to share research with you, because not everyone's going to want to show you what they're working on. But also, there's going to be a ton of people that want to show you what they're working on. And that's going to be great for you, hopefully, if you're that type of person. So not only will you meet great people, but you're going to hear great talks, right? So every once in a while, depending on the format of the group, you're going to actually see a talk at some point, right? At DC 313, what we found is that our group is less consistent. We have such a wide and huge metro area, 3.6 million people in the metro area. We have people that can't make it this week, some that can make it this week, so or can or cannot. So what we decide to do is have more of an open format where people can just come and have conversations and do hack the box and set up their virtual machine and pitch their app if they want to pitch their app, and do their B-Sides talk if they want to do their B-Sides talk, and get the room's feedback. It's open forum. It's beautiful. We've been enjoying it. Other groups have more structured formats. We've tried the structured formats, but with the inconsistencies in continued membership, I think it makes it much more easy where you just accept whomever comes and just lay the guidelines out in the meetup that says, hey, bring a computer that has a virtual machine. Hopefully you have 8 to 16 gig of RAM. And the virtual machine that you should run is Kali Linux. You can do VMware or VirtualBox. And show up with that and a can-do attitude, and you'll have a great time. We love to do capture the flags over at DC 313, so we always encourage people to have a hack the box account. That's going to require you to do some hacking, but that's going to get your brain tinkering, right? And if you just can't figure it out, come in and one of us will actually help you get on hack the box, or at least nudge you along, right? Give you that try harder advice. Try harder, right? So yeah. If you have never been to your local DEF CON group, come out. If you are local to Detroit, like I said, 3.6 million people. If you're local to Detroit, come on up. DC 313 would love to have you. It's actually happening this Wednesday, October 9th, 2019. So please, if you are in the area, come down to Altimetric Collider. You can find us on Meetup at DC 313. Also, if you guys miss me, because I know you probably miss me, you should be subscribed to How They Got Hacked. Make sure that you are. I do a live show every single week, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. It is with me, Tom Lawrence, and Maurice Nash, and we sit and we talk about the latest breaches that have happened over the last week, and it's fun. We drink a little bit of alcohol, we talk a little shit, and basically we tell you exactly how breaches occurred over the last 7 days, and how you can remediate and or avoid that breach type in your environment, and how to think like a hacker and how to think like a blue teamer. So it's very, very fun. We have a live chat that's lively, and I would love to see you there. If you hadn't seen me here for a few weeks, you've probably seen me there every single week, at least one day. But yeah, with that, I have some more studying to do. I'm not going to keep you too much more longer. I'm going to render this video, get it out. Thank you so much. Please like, share, subscribe, pass this along. Going to be making some more content for you soon. Laying down the groundwork. You just wait. It's going to be amazing. It is going to be amazing. And until then, peace.